What's up guys, it's Ryan with the MXG channel, and I'm back today to show you a new product and really to see if I can change my mind on a stance I've had for like 10 years. And that's on changing tires and if you should use lubes or powders or paste or anything like that. Now I've got here ProBuds tire changing soap. Check it out. So I hear this stuff is really good. You know, when I first started changing tires, I dabbled in, some baby powders and some soaps and some pastes and some rubber lubes. And I found that I ended up just kind of liking to do it without that stuff on there. It just kind of made it messy, and I found my spoons slipping. But from what I've read on this stuff, it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to try it out and give you guys an honest opinion on what I think. It's actually good timing because we're working on this AMP product showcase build video for AOMC, and I've got these new AMP wheels, red hubs, black rims, silver spokes and nipples. So I'm going to put these on this build to take to Arena Cross this weekend. So it's a perfect time to try out the ProBuds tire changing soap. Let's get into it. All right guys, now you've seen me change tires before. You know I love to use this glide plate. I carry it around all the time just because it makes it easier. But the point of this paste is you can get rid of this glide plate if it works like they say it does. So let's see. I would love to have this big metal thing out of my toolbox. Let's check it out. All right guys, so let's open it up, see what's in here. Okay. So it doesn't look, it's not watery. It really is kind of like a pasty soap. I assume this is the applicator pad, so let's go ahead and go around the side of the tire with it. Also with it. And hopefully this stuff, a lot of times I'm changing tires, it's just going on old wheels, it doesn't matter, but hopefully this stuff can help me from scratching this brand new black AMP wheel as well. So, all right, got a pretty good coating on the Starcross with the applicator pad. Actually, let's put it on inside the rim lock first, Ryan. Okay. Wow, guys, I'm actually surprised. So, I had been able to work tires on by hand before, especially when they're hot. And I could have just grabbed the spoon at any time and flipped that on, but I wanted to see if I could possibly work that entire bead on with just my hands, and I was able to do that no problem. You probably do that by pushing on the outside of the tire. I just put my hand on the inside and just push the bead over the side. So, all right guys, so now that we have the tire on the wheel, let's go ahead and coat this side and see if it helps with the full mount. Got a little bit on the wheel there, so I'm anxious to see how easy it wipes off as well. Just got my Sedona 21-inch front tube here. There's also, obviously there's tons of different ideas about how to put the tube in, how to put the tire on. Some guys like to put it in the tire first before they put the tire on. Some guys like to put it in and then air it up. Some guys like to baby powder it. I'm not into any of that stuff, guys. I like to put it in deflated, run my hand around the tire, and make sure that that deflated tube is as far out of the way as possible. And then I'm gonna put the tire on. All right, it feels like it is. Cool. Tire irons, guys. Some guys like spoons, some guys like irons, some guys use 2, some guys use 3. I think I was using a cheap off-brand spoon back in the day, but I had a spoon break and hit me right between the eyes. Probably because I was using too much pressure because I didn't have any Pro Buds tire soap. So hopefully, I forgot one thing. Gotta have the bead, buddy. I'm setting my bead buddy right here. It's always a good idea to start right before either your valve stem or your rim lock. Keep your rim lock pushed back under there so you know it's up inside the tire. I can already tell this thing is just kind of, with each stroke, I can feel the tire slipping into place. You know, where without the soap, it might go down over the rim, but then you got to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it to get it to slide into place. Yeah, I'm pumped. Make sure you don't grab right at the valve stem because that's where the tube's close to the wheel. Okay, make sure more down and every bead's broke. Boom, guys. That may be one of the easiest tires I've ever changed. All right, guys, so the Pro Buds definitely helped us get that front on. But let's be honest here, for a guy like me who's had multiple different stints in his life where he's changed tires for his day job, a front tire, especially a very flexible front like a Starcross, is no problem for me. But let's see how much this helps on the stiff, wide rear tire. Stand by. All right, guys, so I was able to get this rear worked on all the way except for about this 6 or 8 inch piece right here. So let's see if I can just gently grab it with the tire spoon. Oh. Look at that, guys. One single pry with the spoon. That may be even easier than the glide tool I use, guys. That is pretty impressive. A Sedona 110/90/19 here, guys. One of the easier ones I've ever changed, guys. Pretty awesome. All right, guys, so normally in my shop at home, I have the air nozzle that sprays air into the valve stem and helps put air in it faster so it blows up and beads a little easier. I don't have that with me today. I'm still kind of just getting the studio set up, so I'm hoping this ProBud stuff will make this tire slip on a little bit better. Normally these star crosses seat pretty easy anyway. And there it is, guys. That side's seated. Let's make sure this side's seated. Yep, everything looks good, guys. So I didn't need my special nozzle. I didn't need my glide plate. I barely even needed a tire iron for this tire install. Like, this was just too easy. I don't know what they put in this stuff, guys. I have no scientific or chemical knowledge of what comes in the tire pastes or the tire lubes. Like I said, I've used a lot of rubber lubes. I've used powders, but I have not used anything that seemed to let the tire slide into place as easy as this stuff does. So they're doing something right. In conclusion, this stuff is pretty cool. There's nothing magic about it. If you have no clue how to change a tire, this is not going to do it for you. But if you're just learning to change tires, or if you're an intermediate tire changer and you just want a little more help, you don't want to carry that glide plate that I carry, you don't want to fight the tire as much, you want just a little help with it just sliding into place where it's supposed to be. You're not going to have to put quite as much effort, and your spoon's not going to slip quite as often. Then this stuff is going to help you. It's affordable. I'll put a link down below. If you have any questions, leave them down in my comments, or you can find these guys on Facebook, and they're really nice. They'll answer any questions you have. So highly recommend ProBud's tire changing soap. Thanks so much for a good product, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.